In a sales presentation, one party presents facts to try to persuade another party to purchase a product or service. When giving a sales presentation, there are 6 guidelines that should be followed throughout the whole thing. So we're going to go through each one of those now, briefly. The first one is to establish client relationships before your presentation. Getting to know the people you're trying to persuade is really important because then you can figure out what their wants and needs are, and you can tailor your presentation to more of what they want. It's important to develop pre-existing relationships with them. When you're up there speaking and presenting and you've already had that relationship with them, they're going to be more comfortable and listen to what you have to say versus trying to figure out who you are as a person. And then thirdly, speaking with your audience beforehand can help build rapport and can give you ideas on how to address their wants and their needs. Second guideline that should be followed is putting the client's needs first. Your clients want to hear how you are going to solve their problems. They don't want to hear about your needs, your wants, your company, your product. They want to hear they want you to focus on their problems and how you can solve those problems. The third guideline that should be followed is listen to your clients. You want to welcome questions and comments. Don't view them as interruptions. Take them as a learning experience. Figure out what they want, what they need. This is a great opportunity to figure out those things, so you don't want to be upset if you do get a lot of questions or comments. And you want to remain flexible. If someone does interrupt you with a question or comment, make sure you address that first, and then once you're done, go back to the point you were making and then move on from there. Fourth guideline you're going to want to follow is emphasize the benefits. You want to sell the benefit, not the feature. It's really easy to get wrapped up in the features of a product, but it's more important that you tell the customer how it's going to benefit them in their life, because that's really what it's about. I have an example of what a feature and benefit of a web-based customer service product would be. A feature would be saying it's fully customizable. That is a feature. The benefit would be saying lets you create the content, look, and feel just right for your business. Again, you're catering your speech to them. You're telling them the benefit that they will get out of the product if they so do choose to purchase that product. Fifth guideline you're going to want to follow is choose the most effective organizational plan. Now, with this, there's 4 different types of organizational plans. You have, first one, problem solution. You use this if you want to make listeners aware of a problem. Once you've convinced them that there is a problem, then you can go on and tell them how your product or service can fix that problem, can be the solution to their problem. The next type of organizational plan is the motivated sequence. With this, there are 5 main steps of this plan. There's the attention, need, visualization, satisfaction, and action. It's with the attention with the need and the action. With the need and the satisfaction, that's a lot like the problem-solving plan, but with this we add in the visualization and the action. You want to make sure that your audience can visualize themselves using that product. You want them to see that in their lives. And then with the action, you want to motivate them to make an action after your presentation, whether it be signing a contract, agreeing to sit down with you one-on-one, something else that can remind them of the product that you're selling. We have the criteria satisfaction organizational plan, and this is where you'll begin by listing the criteria that they use to make a decision, and then figure out how you can show the product or service you're presenting how that will meet their criteria. Again, tailor it to them. And then the last organizational plan is the comparative advantage, and you're going to want to use this if you know that they're already leaning towards a competing brand. You're going to show them how your brand can beat the competing brand, is better than their brand. And then the last guideline you're going to want to follow is have an effective closing strategy. This requires being upbeat and optimistic. You want to tell them, this is what we have, this is a great product. And then you want to summarize the primary benefits, the benefits that you think they will most likely, that will exceed the client's expectations. You want them to see the benefits in their life. And then you want to call for action, like I stated before. You want them to either sign a contract, agree to a one-on-one meeting. You want to have some sort of action after you present that will keep them progressing towards purchasing the product. And then think long term. It's not all about just selling right now. You want to make sure you're building that relationship and really, looking at it as a relationship down the road. So maybe if they do purchase this, you will get them to purchase from you in the future. So with that, now we have an activity for you all.